Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Studio 516. As always, I'm your host Justin. I'm always joined by my good friends Chris and Keith today. Guys, how you doing?
Good.
Excited for Endgame? I know they're out of order. Usually it's Keith and Chris.
Yeah,
Chris
it
and
threw
Keith.
me off. So I was like,
awkward. Alright, so anyway, with Endgame coming up soon this week, we got our top 5 MCU villains for you guys today. So we're going to start off with number 5. Keith, what you got?
I have Red Skull.
Red Skull, why is that? I liked him. He's not my pick in my top 5.
I just feel like he worked well for that movie. And
Oh, okay, yeah. So
like he worked very well in that role for Captain America's first villain.
okay.
And he's the Avengers and the MCU doesn't have that many great villains.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the reason he's in my top 5. Where there's people like Hela and Ultron that I liked, but they're just not quite there for me.
Okay.
They're like my honorable mentions.
I got you. Chris, what about you?
Wow, this was really tough. I only really have a top 3, so I guess I would have to go with Killmonger.
Killmonger, really? He's not really that tough? I know you were sitting here for like an hour saying only got 3.
So that's your number 5?
That would be my number 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. My number 5 is Nebula. So for those of you that know, Nebula is now with the Avengers. I do like her. There's a good story behind her. She might be good now. Well, she signed with the Avengers just to stop Thanos, but she still is a bad guy, villain. And I think there's a lot to her character that led her to that, like being abused by Thanos, competing with her sister. A lot of that's going on now. A lot of internal struggle too.
Alright. I would have never thought to put her on our list, but I guess I could see
As
it.
I was saying earlier when we were recording our MCU movies rankings, I like character development and plot development. So for her, it was kind of a big thing. There's a lot behind her and like what it is that caused her to be evil.
Okay.
So that's my thing. I gave a lot of thought to this and like really what did I like about villains? So I put a lot of thought into this.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with number 4.
Mine would be Winter Soldier. And
Okay.
I know he's kind of...
Well, he's a good guy now.
I would agree. My number 4 is also Winter Soldier.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
You guys want to like go back and see?
For
talk
me,
about why?
it just he sets a lot of the
The post Winter Soldier movies.
like he's a big plot device. Even that he's good now. Throughout Civil War, even Avengers: Infinity War, we never got to see Tony see Bucky again.
Yeah.
Because last time they saw each other, he wanted to kill him.
Yeah, and they kicked his ass.
Yes, and Cap and all that. So like he's the reason the Avengers broke up. That in itself is a great villain, even if he was on the right side at that point.
Well, it wasn't really him doing it. He was being brainwashed.
Yeah,
to do
but
it.
that's
It was
still,
him. It was still him.
It was
though.
Hydra.
Yes. What about you? Why do you feel like it was so important? Do you agree with Keith?
I agree with Keith. It was just a great plot point in the MCU
Okay.
post Winter Soldier and all that. And it was a good twist, coming into Winter Soldier itself.
Yeah, I didn't know.
We didn't
going
expect
in.
Bucky Barnes to be the Winter Soldier at the point.
I got you. My number 4 is Quicksilver. Well, yes.
Really?
Yeah, he was a villain.
I'm
And
not saying he
like
wasn't a
2
villain, but
seconds.
that's
He was a villain.
he was like one of the weakest part of that movie for me.
He was an interesting character to me. Him and his sister being manipulated by Ultron, and also being developed. Who developed them? Was it Hydra?
Baron von Strucker.
Baron von Strucker.
Yes.
Okay. So I just felt like he was a very interesting character, and he also developed into a hero, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I guess it's just
And also the fact that he ended up
It
giving
was-
his life when he joined the Avengers.
I guess
I thought he was. I liked him as a
never
villain.
joined the Avengers.
Well, he was
he
working
working
alongside.
alongside, but still.
I thought he was an interesting villain. I liked him. I liked his powers. I liked he was a speedster. Like my favorite superhero is the Flash. So honestly, Quicksilver's gonna be like one of my favorite.
I get it, but I wouldn't. I think there's way better
don't
villains,
consider
and I don't
him
consider
really
him
a
a
villain.
villain.
Really, I consider him a villain.
Okay.
But I liked him. I thought he was an interesting character. I enjoyed him. He was fun. All right, number 3,
Eric Killmonger.
Eric Killmonger. Okay, you?
Red Skull.
Red Skull. Oh, okay, so you do have Red Skull on your list.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
do.
Mine, number 3 is also Killmonger.
Yeah,
I
I
like
just they gave a villain so much motivation.
Exactly. They gave him a backstory, and like what I was saying with Thanos, Thanos had a reason why. Same thing with Killmonger. Killmonger had a huge reason why.
To me,
killing his
Killmonger
father
might have had a better reason than Thanos.
Well, he had a justifiable reason.
Yeah.
He was abandoned with his father killed by T'Challa's father.
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka.
Black Panther. That, and also, when it came down to it, he really wanted the best for the world. He felt Wakanda was being selfish with the technology they had.
Yeah.
And that's, he wanted to...
But I think he kind of wanted to, like, help, like... Was it his motive, like, he wants to have an uprising with his people?
Yeah, he felt people outside of Wakanda were...
declare war on the world.
Yeah. But because he was oppressed and...
Yeah, pushed down.
And had that family dynamic.
Yeah.
It worked. He had, like, an actual reason why he was so against the world. It wasn't just, oh, I'm going to blow up the world because everyone sucks. Like, he had deep reasons. Just like Thanos, I just feel like he might have had more personal reasons.
Yeah. What about you, Red Skull?
Red Skull is a classic villain in any Marvel situation. He's not just Cap's main antagonist, but he's also a Marvel villain, you know? He doesn't only face Cap. He's still being used today. He may even be used...
In a small way, he is.
Or no, he may even be used further on past Endgame and all of
the
that.
Russos did say that now that Thanos got
the Soul Stone,
he's free
to do whatever he wants now.
Yeah.
So his story we all have thought was just done in Cap 1. It's just only starting to begin again.
Honestly, he's probably like one of the better villains out of all the MCU, Red Skull.
He is. It's just, he's forgettable because he was gone
for so long. That's why I also think he's going to be a great villain, not just now, but later on.
In years to come.
I hope they bring him back, because he's one of the villains I feel like is actually a good villain. Mm-hmm. Like, he actually can plan and command an army.
Well,
he
yeah,
did.
He was a military man.
Yeah. That was big. Alright, Keith, your number 2.
My number 2 would be Thanos.
Okay.
I would have to agree.
I agree too. Thanos is number 2.
Really?
Oh, I see you did a little switcheroo there.
Yeah,
you did a little switcheroo. I see what you did there.
I originally did have Thanos as number 1.
Okay.
But thinking over it, Thanos has one movie, and it's a great movie, and he's great in it.
That's my reason. I felt like Thanos took over Infinity War. He took that movie over and made it his movie. That's what made him so great and
see
relatable.
In Endgame, him moving up to number 1. I just feel like
he's the only villain to accomplish what he set out to do.
Yeah.
That's true. He is the only one to win. I just feel like we haven't seen enough of him.
I would really put my 1 and 2
tie
as a tie.
I think we all have the same number 1.
Yes,
honestly.
we
all
do.
have the same number 1.
But once we get into number 1, I'll explain why Thanos could possibly be tied with the first person.
I'll explain why my number 1 is a clear-cut number 1 too.
Okay.
So Thanos, like I was saying, clearly took over Infinity War. He made you agree with his reason for what he was doing. That's what I thought was really more compelling.
That's what makes a great villain.
He made you kind of see from his point of view and kind of agree with him. And even though he was going about the wrong way, I did like his reasoning for it.
And he's just a badass in the movie.
Yeah,
he destroys all the Avengers. He beats them up. He
doesn't need
with no effort.
Yeah.
But
he took down the Hulk without an Infinity Stone.
That's true.
Think about it like that.
He had the Power Stone.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, I guess.
But he didn't use it.
Yeah, so
he is stronger than the Hulk.
Did he have a Power Stone from like the very beginning?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
So
we didn't see him obtain.
So what if like he's not this big giant purple guy, some scrawny little purple
he's not.
dude. And he just used Power Stone to like make him look bigger.
But we've seen him without the Power Stone.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm making
Stop
a joke. All right. Everyone's number 1.
Stupid.
Shut up, Chris. Number 1.
It's Loki.
Loki.
Who couldn't? The thing I like the most about Loki is we kind of seem to develop from a villain to a good guy.
To a point.
I consider him a good guy.
I don't think he's a good guy. I think he's really just out there for himself.
I think that too, but I think he's kind of somewhat of a hero in a way.
Well, he's dead.
He is dead.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah.
Oh, now he's dead.
Okay.
Because you said he wasn't dead.
Well, he could be dead.
I think he's dead too, but
yeah.
you did say he wasn't dead.
No, I don't think so.
I do kind of consider Loki a hero now. In the past, he was a bad guy. I think now we saw him develop.
But when was he a hero?
When was he a hero?
What?
Ragnarok?
In Ragnarok, he was. And in the beginning of Infinity War,
to help
he did.
Thor.
He did, but that's...
If
he was helping
if
his brother. I'm saying, when did he do anything to help people besides family?
He
came
saved
back
all of
from-
Asgard, helped save Asgard.
Asgardians.
Because Thor wanted to.
Well,
But he didn't have to,
but
since
he
when
didn't
did-
have to.
yeah.
He
I've
Thor
never
left,
seen
since
him.
when did we
Thor
see-
left him on Sakaar.
Did he? I
Yeah.
thought they went together.
No,
No,
Thor
he left them as
on
like,
Sakaar.
don't get in my way, and he came to rescue them.
Okay. But,
with the reinforcements of the prisoners.
Yeah.
yes, okay. But to me, we still see him as a villain. He's
Oh yeah, he's always gonna
he
be
took
bad.
he took the
Not a full villain. I
Tesseract.
think he's an anti-hero.
he took the Tesseract for himself.
I don't think so. I
I
think
think
the
there's
end?
a reasoning why he
no,
did,
I
right?
think there was a reasoning when he first met Strange. I think Strange and him came up with a plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're really?
there's
Okay.
there's a theory out there that
Okay,
Strange
let me
and-
hear this.
Strange and Loki are actually working together
On the Endgame plan.
on the Endgame plan.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Because
Alright.
if you look at the video, the way Loki gives up the Tesseract is the same way Strange gives up the
He just
The time
takes it
stone.
out. Okay.
they both do it in the same way. So there's
The right hand lifting it up. Okay.
I guess
suppose.
I would not think of
Pulling
that.
it out of thin air.
But how
No,
I was
there's a better, if you look it up, there's a better way of explaining it.
how
Okay.
I was saying I don't look at Loki as a hero is an anti-hero at all. Is he's always pretty much working for himself,
In a way.
forwarding himself.
In a way. But can we say about the Guardians of the Galaxy
got
too?
rid of, in Ragnarok. He got rid of his dad and put him in a home on
Well, that-
Earth.
Oh, come on. We all put our parents in our time.
No. He did it to take over.
well,
Asgard.
He did that in Thor 2, but
Yes, and then also Thor 1. He did not need to go down to Earth and try to kill Thor, but he...
well, that wasn't per se his plan. That was during the movie. Well, yeah, he wanted to get rid of Thor.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was a villain in
He's
those movies.
always
He was the
out
villain.
for himself.
But we've been seeing him mature and develop from that.
Not
From being
much.
a bad
To me-
villain
We
to...
did. We see.
A
You really
little.
don't think so? He
I
really
don't-
has taken strides. Okay, the Loki we saw in Thor 1 would
No.
not have gone back and helped Thor in Thor Ragnarok.
No. But the the Loki we saw in Avengers and Avengers Infinity War, I don't think is so different.
I think they're different.
No, they're completely different.
They're different.
Because Loki in the first Avengers is working for Thanos.
Yes, and I think...
And is also partially controlled by the Mind Stone itself. So that's not the Loki that we
That's
see.
true. The Mind Stone does.
That's not the
That's
Loki
true.
we see give up the Tesseract and
No.
basically sacrifice himself to try to kill Thanos.
The Loki we would see, he would have taken Thanos aside and helped him kill Thor.
Yeah, I guess
that was
so.
the first.
I guess
if
so.
that was the first Avengers, Loki, yes.
Yes, I guess so. I just still don't have him
Just
on
like
a
we
hero
said
side.
in a previous video that we think Thor is one of the more characters with the most
Yeah.
character development. So is
Also,
Loki.
let's not forget about Loki. Loki was an ice giant
Yes.
who was stolen. He had all that conflict within him, which caused him to be bad from
That's
the beginning.
true.
So we're seeing him rise from this conflict, an internal struggle, into what is now, I would consider him more of an anti-hero than a villain.
I guess. I think what he did in Infinity War is the only reason we have to call him that.
I
Though.
don't think so. I wouldn't even
No,
call
you
him the end
could
of
say
Thor Ragnarok,
3
too.
was where it started to become good.
I think you're also going off that theory though, with Doctor Strange. Because
No,
I'm not going off of that.
say
I'm
he
just saying
takes
my
that,
personal
why
opinion.
why else does he take the Infinity Stone?
Because he wants it for
that-
himself.
Exactly, because he wants to
But he also
be
knows
in
that
charge.
Yeah, but he wants it for a reason. But we don't know that reason per se. But then that's where that theory comes in. But I also think Thor 3 is where he starts to become good.
All right.
Because he's starting to help out his brother. Even though in the beginning they don't see eye to eye right away.
Also,
Towards the end of the movie, he's helping Thor escape. He's helping him rescue everybody.
going more about it, when he did, at the end of Thor 2, when he did take over for Odin's position as king,
As
as Odin, what did he do with his power? He didn't try to invade any planets or anything like that. He just sat back and relaxed and hung out in Asgard. He didn't do anything evil like he could have. He had the command of the whole entire Asgardian army. He didn't do anything with it.
Yes, but as Thor did say, there was planets and worlds outside planning an attack, and he was just sitting back doing nothing about it.
Yes, but
because at the end, he probably didn't care about those people in Asgard. At that moment, beginning of Thor,
he didn't care about.
He
wasn't trying to go out and like take over.
No, because
that was his plot in Thor and
because
Avengers.
At that point, Odin wasn't declaring war.
Yeah, he was playing the act.
Yeah,
he was just playing as Odin.
So he wasn't going to war because that's not what Odin would have done. I think his story arc is very here and there. He decides to be a hero when it's convenient for him, but he's ultimately out for himself.
Yeah.
To this day, he was out for himself.
I don't know. I still consider him now more of an anti-hero than a villain.
Alright.
He's not going out plotting to kill people or take over planets.
Okay.
Even if he's trying to just take the test track for his own personal use, but what is that personal use for?
Probably evil. Let's be honest.
But to go back...
Unless that theory's correct. But if that theory's not correct, it was for something bad.
Well, if anything, if he is dead, he did die trying to take out Thanos.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing for me.
But I wanted to go back to our reasonings why I think Thanos and Loki could be tied for first. Because at some point Loki was working for Thanos and doing everything Thanos wanted him to do.
Yeah, it's like he was his little
puppet.
He basically used Loki to test out the defenses of Earth in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we go through the timeline, when Captain Marvel was defending Earth, she defeated Ronan. Ronan goes back to Thanos, tells him that they have this great defense warrior, so he sends in Loki to see if she's still there or not.
Yeah, that's
I guess I didn't think of it like that.
So really, Thanos...
That's why Thanos doesn't go in the first Avengers. He sends Loki in.
Yeah.
Even though he's giving up the Mind Stone that he already has.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's trying to test out Earth's defenses. So that's why I give Thanos and Loki kind of like the same...
A tie
ranking.
And depending on Endgame... I think Endgame will put Thanos to be the big bad.
Right. Well, guys, let us know what you think. Your favorite MCU villain. Who do you think, if Loki is a villain or a hero now? Or anti-hero?
Is he alive?
If he alive, is he dead? Alright, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. We'll see you next episode of Studio 516.